He calls himself the Hockeytown Hypnotist, Tommy G. Should I try to pronounce his name? Giorlando.
Hey, got it.
Pretty good?
Yeah, I got it. Nice.
He's joining us live right now to talk about his new book and his upcoming webinar. Good afternoon, Tommy. How are you? Let's start with the basics. How does someone become a hypnotist?
Well, if you're like me, you don't believe in it, and then someone hypnotizes you and you go, oh man, I need to learn this.
Well, I do believe it, but I've seen, shows and things like that, and I've seen people and all of that. I have never been hypnotized. I don't really have a desire to be hypnotized, but how does it work? I mean, how does hypnotizing somebody work?
Well, I would actually beg to differ. I would bet that you're probably hypnotized more often than you think you are.
Well, but yeah, by what? Like the radio or something? Or
absolutely.
The internet, your phone?
Yeah, hypnosis is nothing more than a focused state of receptivity and concentration.
Okay.
And so if I was to ask you, if you ever watch a movie or you read a book or something and you get really into that storyline, you become a part of that movie. Like it's as though someone could be right here talking to you and you don't even know they exist because you are in that storyline. Mm-hmm. That's hypnosis.
Well, that's what we're looking for when we're watching a movie.
Exactly.
So we're looking to hypnotize themselves. How do you become a hypnotist and how do you get people into that state? I mean, is it magic? Are there tricks?
It's not magic. It's all backed by science. It's not illusions. It's nothing like that. It's not sleight of hand, even though I always have a deck of cards with me just to do the one card trick that I know, which I don't need to do that today. I don't need to embarrass myself like that. But hypnosis is simply, if you were going to learn hypnosis, you would want to learn from someone who has the experience as a hypnotist. And there are certifications out there. Unfortunately, there is no national certification or statewide certification. It's simply different methods that people have honed in over the years that you get certified in. But I mean, I teach hypnosis. I know a lot of other people have taught hypnosis over the years. And it's just working with someone who's reputable and has the clientele and has that good rating score. And
okay, we're looking at some video right now, and it looks like there are a bunch of young people, and you're walking around, and it looks like the young people are doing crazy things here. So how does that work? I mean, I've seen these types of shows, and you get somebody and you say, when you hear the word peanut, you're going to quack like a duck. I mean, is that all real? Is that,
Well, let me ask you this. So the way that works on stage, what they're doing there is they're sniffing their shoes and sharing the wonderful smell coming from their shoe with their friends. Because I told them that their shoe smells absolutely fantastic. And actually before this, they were smelling each other's earlobes. But but it looked a little better this way. So they're finding that they are not feeling threatened by the suggestion or the instruction that I'm giving. And so they are allowing themselves to experience it because I brought them into that receptive state of hypnosis. It's all brainwave activity, right? If we look at where our normal state of mind is beta and we want to go down into alpha and theta and delta and so on. And I get them down in those brainwave states and then suddenly I'm able to give them a recommendation or a suggestion, an instruction, and they take it. And if it does not conflict with their moral compass, they will take it on. And they will participate just as these graduates did for their party.
So yeah, I mean, you can't hypnotize anybody to, stab somebody or do something
Correct.
horrible.
No, they've done studies on that. Actually, the CIA tried to do that back with there's lots of studies done on that.
Yeah, I would imagine there somewhere along the lines there are a few cases where somebody did something terrible to somebody and it was like, oh, he was under hypnosis and Tommy G told him to do that.
Yeah.
That'd be a good defense.
It wasn't me.
Yeah,
it wasn't me.
So you have a new book. It's called Transformed. It's available on Monday on Amazon. And you're also hosting a free webinar on April 21st. Tell me about that.
Yeah, the webinar is a free live webinar where we're going to be talking about mindset, because mindset really is everything. The way we look at the world, the way we perceive things, the way we allow ourselves to receive the information and the words we tell ourselves creates this story that we create our reality around. And so I'm going to be talking about what tools hypnotists use in overcoming those negative inner self-talk mindsets. Everything from the sarcastic language of saying, "Oh, I'm so dumb, I can't believe I said that." We don't ever want to identify with that dumbness, right? I'm not dumb. What was said was dumb, maybe, but I'm not dumb. And so little tools like that, just small changes in the way we talk to ourselves, can make a huge impact on the overarching success that we are looking to achieve.
Sounds pretty good.
About your book, Tom.
All right, so here's your book.
Yeah, it's called Transformed, Hypnosis Through the Lens of Scripture. I am a man of faith, and so I had been told for decades that hypnosis was not compatible with Christianity or many other religions, and so I dove into it instead of just accepting people's word for it, and I worked with my pastor on understanding a little bit more, and so this basically breaks down what hypnosis really is, scientifically speaking, and how it fits into the Bible.
Sounds really good. Very interesting. There's a QR code. What is that? You scan that and what happens?
Scan that. It just basically takes you to fill out a form, and I can give you information on that webinar, or if you want to set up a meeting to discuss clinical work, or you want to break a bad habit, quit smoking, have better sleep, achieve your athletic goals and things like that, happy to work with you. That takes you there.
All right. Tommy G, the Hockeytown Hypnotist. Sounds like a lot of fun, and it sounds like you could better yourself, and it will not conflict with your religion even. That's kind of an interesting aspect of the whole thing. Wow. Sounds good. Thanks so much, Tommy.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you letting me on.
All right. And that's all for Fox 2 Detroit Live at 4, Fox 2 News at